the norm. Starting off with the boundary is Alan Kruger. And he will look to milk you off the rest of the deliveries.
Yeah, beautiful hands there from Melan Kruger. No chance for Tony Munyonga in cover. Quicker this time through to the keeper, Clive Mandandi. I think now with the protection that Owen has, he just needs to be a lot more brave by flighting the ball a little bit and then try and get Malan to haul out.
Well, everything going right for Alan Kruger at the moment, even those that should go as wicket.
Yeah, that's more like it there from Owen. I don't think he should be very disappointed with that. That any other day could have gone to hand, but for now, the fortune is with Malan.
Inventive shot it is. One bouncing over for four. Cleanly swept away with the reverse sweep from Malan. Second boundary of the over, or third rather.
Eli, I'll tell you that even in the corners, Malan is not stepping on the gas. He's not stepping on the brakes. And everything is coming out of the middle of the bat.
What a catch! And that backward third. It sees the dangerous Alan Kruger depart for 46.
Yeah, if you live by the sword, you die by it. He had set himself up very well for the reverse switch. But Trevor Gwandu with the catch, and the chevrons will be very happy to see the back of Malan Kruger because he had set the tone for this ranches. 46 from only 22 balls. But what a knock there for Malan. JP Kotsa is the new batter for the Eagles of Namibia. That wicket finishing off the 7th over. Namibia 73 for 1 after 7. Yeah, JP Kotsa going aerial immediately, and once it came out of the middle of the bat, he was sure that it's going all the way. Very, very experienced campaigner, JP Kotsa. JP Kotsa was with the Eagles of Namibia when they played in Nepal recently. Lofty eating in that tournament, scoring the fastest 100 in T20 eyes.
This is a good test for these two teams. Chevrons largely made up of their under 25 side. I'm sure they're very confident and happy with what they put up on the board now. A lot of work to do in terms of bowling wise. Work the way leg side.
I'll tell you, Eli, I like the plan here from Musekiwa. I think for him, he's just trying to make sure that he takes the pace of the ball, varying his length and variation. So that could be a plan. You don't allow the batters to line you up. End of the 8th over. Namibia now 83 for 1. I think it's going to be a lot of work for both sides, especially the chevrons in the field, to just try and make sure that they get a grip on things. Because for now, Namibia, if they keep going like this, they will probably not need to go into the final over.
No. I'm sure what Zimbabwe just needs to do at the moment is just if they can string up a few drop balls, they can be able to plant pressure. That's all they just need to look to do because at the moment, maybe a scoring at 10.2 required is around 10.9.7, so they're matching what is required. That way, one great fielding effort. The Jaguars did well, and the owners on it's a valid effort, fielding effort there.
Yeah, I think Zimbabwe haven't done so much wrong in the field. Honestly, some of the hitting has been very, very clean, and the one fielding effort has gotten them the wicket. So I think it's just the level of the game which is a touch very high. So you need to be up to standard to make sure that you match your opponent.
That short pepper sway thought they were in business a bit more there.
Yeah, I think if they had done more, especially with the running between the wickets, they could have picked up a third. But I think Kotsa was sure that would reach the boundary. Kashinga Musekiwa will continue from the field end. And is bowling with Clive Madenda standing up for him, so the intention is clear to just try and take the pace of the ball. Let the batters work for their runs. Yeah, very, very confident appeal, especially from the captain, Clive Madade, behind the stumps. JP Coates are trying to haul out, but this time adjudged OBW by the umpire, Stacey Lucky. Shuffles across his stumps. Ooh, simple decision there for the umpire to make. She took her time, but she was confessed by all Reds to pick up the second wicket for Zimbabwe. Namibia losing their second. 88 for 2 after 9.3 overs. And with that wicket, the teams as well decide to take a drinks break. You can see there the head coach there for the Zimbabwe Chevrons, Elton Chigumbora, walking up to his charges just to try and reassure them that they still have enough runs on the board to work with. 198 is the target for the Namibians. They started so well, came out of the blocks, all guns blazing. 88 for 2 is where they find themselves after 9.3 overs. We'll also take a drinks break in the commentary box, and we'll be back with the action shortly. Very confident man, has the fastest century in T20 eyes of 33 balls. Gets off the mark immediately. But importantly also, Namibia keep that left and right hand combination. So it's a lot of hard work for the Chevrons. They need to put in a grind, just try and make sure they arrest this run chase. Namibia have been very, very comfortable picking up 10 runs in every over. Yeah, the boundary still, they find the boundary that they want in this over. The Namibians overpitched from Secure. And Nikolai just lined it up and made sure he hits it very, very well. So that there's no chance for the field at long off to cut it off.
Halfway through.
Eli, I would say game on. 100 runs from as many as 60 balls. Both sides just. Nicholas Davin has dropped anchor. Yeah, 5 runs from 2 balls. And that boundary we've been mentioning comes in the second ball of this particular over for the Namibians. Yeah, Namibia just trying to make sure that they keep the foot on the gas. Keep the fielders thinking.
That'll be wide. And that'll bring up the 100 for Namibia. 100 for the loss of 2, just at the halfway mark of what's needed. It's just as the boundary ball for Namibia has not come just off bad deliveries, but some of the bowling has been good, but it's just been the anticipation of the batters and their creativity. Edged and taken by Clive Madande. Lofty Eaton just gets it with the toe end of the bat. You can see his disappointment. He gives Zimbabwe with the wicket.
Yeah, Tony Munyonga with a turn and bounce. There was no room there for Lofty Eaton to try and work that into the offside. Taking the pace off the ball creates the opportunity for Zimbabwe. The captain very disappointed, but will have to go. Zimbabwe gets a wicket and a dot ball. Namibia now 100 for 3.
Yeah, shouts from Lofty Eaton, disappointed in himself there. He departs with only 5 runs on the scoreboard, while his team still stands of needing 98 runs from 56 deliveries. Tony Munyonga provides the all-important breakthrough that Zimbabwe needed. few more deliveries to go in this over, 2 to be precise. There's been a wicket in the past 2 overs. 100 for the loss of 3. Works it leg side, and there's room for a single. That's the new batter just come in. That's Gerard Johannes Janse van Reinsberg.
Yeah, part of the Under 19 contingent for Namibia at the World Cup in South Africa. I think, like we mentioned in the first innings, this is really such a good launch pad for some of this young, fine talent.
A great combination of youth and experience for Namibia. That'll be end of the 11th over. And they are on 102 for the loss of 3. Tashingam Sekiwa will continue from the soccer side end. He's bowled 2 overs. He's gone for 17, but he has a wicket to his name. Worked onto the onside. Long on will clean up. Misses it totally, but quick to recover. That's Owen Mzondo to keep it to 1. Series of dot balls, something just to create pressure is what Zimbabwe are looking for. Whatever, for Namibia, what will be important is that Nicholas Devine is still there. Work leg side. This will be a chase. It'll be cut off by shot 5 rather. Just keeps it to 2.
I think what I've liked about these 2 bowling combination for now for Zimbabwe, they've just made sure that they take the pace off the ball. But most times that's not good enough as well. You just need to make sure that you're hitting the right mark. Otherwise, you'll be lined up. Up-ish, but drops short of the fielder at long on. Let's pick up a single. We had right on top of the Zimbabwean dugouts, but anything that is not a boundary is being cheered because they know the importance of just making sure that they keep the Namibians quiet.
Each top ball is a victory for the bowler. Just again worked away onto the onside. They'll pick up 1. Marumani cleans up well.
And I think in this particular group, both these 2 sides want to make sure they win this particular match. The other teams in the group, Nigeria and Tanzania, could be comfortable for them, but these 2 will go to head-to-head for who will finish on top on this group.
Just with it being the first game of the African Games, you'd want to start off on a good note and make sure that you lighten the workload with the rest of the remaining games, because you never know how we could go with the other 2 teams. Yes, they might not have the experience of playing at the levels that these 2 teams here play at, but I tell you what, you can never write off anyone. Slower delivery by Msekiwa. We saw that with the ladies edition of this tournament. Nigeria, out of the blue, walked away with the bronze medal. And it'll be end of the over. So it'll be after 12 overs, 107 for the loss of 3.
Yeah, Eli, and if you pick up the victory in this particular clash, that also gives you an opportunity to try and give the rest of the guys in the squad a chance to play in the other games. But when you don't come, when you're not at the right end of the result, then it doesn't allow you the chance to try and change things around, because you still need the result. You still need a good result in the other two games to get yourself into the semi-final.
Bold. The Chevron strike, and they pick up their fourth wicket. A brilliant piece of bowling by Owen Mzondo. Cleanly bowls Namibia's anchor of Nicholas Davine, playing on the back foot of that one. Slowed it up in the air, just a hint of turn, and took out off stump.
Yeah, guilty. Cardinal sin there from Nikolai Davin, going back on a pitched up delivery. And then he's beaten all hands up there by Owen Mzondo. The previous overs, the first balls have been going for boundaries, but this time the first ball cleans up Nicholas Divan. Namibia lose their fourth wicket. And they're 107 for 4.
Well, how important will this wicket be? Because it's a set batter who departs. Nicholas Davine. He departs after having scored 37 of 33 with a strike rate of 112. Now 2 new batters at the crease. And it sees rather, Jan Conrad Bolt coming in to bat for Namibia. Is this the turning point for Namibia? Because the pressure off the scoreboard will keep on increasing.
The new batter for Namibia is Jan Balt, who up in the air, chance and beaten by the spin of the ball.
Well, I thought Clive Madande would go for that one, because that was another opportunity. Mbaiwa was, Chataira was far away to get that one. Leading edge up in the air. No one quick enough to get to it. And Chataira beaten even by the bounce of that one. And the pressure of 2 new batters looking at that required run rate. Punched away into the covers for a single. Namibia needing 990 on 46 deliveries at the moment.
Much better over from Owen Mzondo, and the key to that is that he's taken pace off the ball. He's getting a lot of patches out of that wicket. That ball that came off the leading edge of Jan had really gotten a lot of patches out of that wicket. So it's important, I think, the chevrons stick to this assignment.
Cut away. Msekua will clean it up and keep it down to 1, but a wayward throw. Could have allowed the opportunity to steal 2, but they just keep it to 1. Well, required run rate because of the loss of those 2 quick wickets is shot up to 12 for Namibia. Currently scoring at 8.68. Just the single given. So 13 overs gone. Namibia 112 for 4. They need 86 or 42 deliveries. It's important passage of play for both teams, how they manage things here. Tony Munyonga has been effective, as well as Owen Muzondo. Owen has bowled 3 overs for 27. All importantly, has 2 wickets to his name. There we go. Well bowled by Munyonga. Turn.
And a good matchup for him where he just has to take the ball away from the batter. I think the last couple of overs have been very, very good for the Chevrons. They've just kept it quiet and chewed up a couple of dot balls.
Tony Munyonga has been taking the pace away from the ball. It's allowed him to slow things down. It's cut again. Sweeper will clean up well. It's Jonathan Campbell.
At this particular stage, I'm sure the Chevrons will not mind the singles, just as long as they're not leaking that boundary ball that they were very guilty of, especially in the power play.
Quick single taken. They won't mind that, although they would like to stop that. They want to continue picking up wickets, Zimbabwe. Guilty of giving away just loose runs within the power play, but they've improved from that. It's short, but not able to pull that one away.
Yeah, there's sort of the quick arm action there from Tony Munyonga, but the ball is actually slow. I think it's been value for money with the ball. He didn't get so many with the bat, but he's been value for money with the ball.
That's the end of the over. Pretty economical one, if you'd ask me. That's good work from Munyonga. It'll be end of the 14th over, and Namibia 116 for the loss of 4.
Even from where we are, we could hear the dugout, the Chevrons dugout, clapping for Tony Munyonga, because that was a very decent over from. He's just given away 16 runs from his 3 overs. Clive Mandande having a word there with Owen Muzondo. I think just trying to make sure that he doesn't get carried away and continue with the same line of business.
That's short, and will fall short of deep backward square. He keeps it to 1. Owen Muzondo struck twice and has been instrumental in Zimbabwe's fight to defend 197. Huge heave from Jan. Fielder under it, and Bennett connects. Owen Muzondo strikes to pick up the 3rd wicket of his spell. And that's the wicket of the big man, Jan Conrad. He was looking to clear long off, but didn't have the distance on that occasion. And easily taken by Brian Bennett in the deep.
Yeah, I think it's very, very difficult to hit against Outwayne in that direction. Not a lot of sixes have been dropped in the zoo. And Jan Bennett trying to go over Brian Bennett. Doesn't manage that. Namibia lose their 4th wicket. 117 for 4. Again, good work from the slow bowling options for the Chevrons. Owen Muzondo, 3 wickets for him so far. But I think his last 2 have been very, very important. Especially when he came back for his 2nd spell. Had gone for a plenty in his 1st over. But his 2nd spell is proving to be a very good one for the Chevrons. At least now they have the Namibians on the ropes. And they will need an inspired inning to help them chase down 198.
No better. Beaten, but so run away. They will save the boundary. Trevor Gwandu and Chataira skip it to 2. No better as Dylan Otto Leisha. Cracks it to the covers. Nyonga puts himself in the line of fire. Definitely saved a boundary there, you would say.
Yeah, half track from Owen Mzondo, and I think he will need to share some of his allowance with Tony Munyonga, because that was hit with some venom. Oh, field on the boundary, had taken a nap, had to come in quickly, but Owen Muzondo not very happy with him.
Well, Tashinga Msekiwa saying that he couldn't see where the ball was. Maybe his shades are a little bit darker than the rest. Beaten all up. It's a great delivery from Muzondo to finish the over. It's been a good one for him. He's done 4 overs and has gone for 31 runs, but has picked up 3 wickets. So at the end of the over, it'll be, after 15 overs, 122 for the loss of 5, Namibia.
Yeah, good spell there from Owen Mzondo. 3 for 31 in his 4 overs. If he went for the first over, he just worked very well in the second spell to put Zimbabwe right on top of things and try and crawl back the required rate. The required rate now 15 runs every over, but at a certain stage Namibia was scoring comfortably at 10 runs every over. 76 from 30 balls is what they need now.
Wallace Mbayua to continue, or rather is being brought back into the attack from the soccer side end.
And be a very happy person with that. But recent bias in the recent encounters between these two teams, Namibia have had Zimbabwe's number. I don't know how much this would mean in terms of victory if it goes Zimbabwe's way.
Swing and a miss from the young Dylan Leisha, just 19 years of age, fairly new to international cricket. Looks to reverse sweep. McCann pierced the field. To your point, it would mean a lot. It would mean a lot to Zimbabwe. It would mean a lot to the Zimbabwe Chevrons fans. Scoop. And it will run. This will be a good chase for Chataira. And great effort to keep it in. Trevor Gwandu will clean up after him. But they will run 3.
Yeah, the Chevrons, they are fighting for everything, and what a hustle from the fielders to just keep it in. Leach are trying to work with the pace of the ball. Maybe he's not strong to just hit it out. So it's means conclude the 16th over. Namibia now 127 for 5. Trevor Gwandu comes back into the attack from the zoo end for the Chevrons. Oh, what a shot from the young Lecha. No fine leg and pressure immediately on the bowler. Just ramps that over fine leg for a boundary. Pressure immediately pushed to Trevor Gwandu to try and make sure the rest of the over is quiet. Shimmy down the wicket, meets the full toss. But they can only get a single. Oh, Namibia started these ranches like a house on fire. Especially at the top of the order. Malan and Kruger taking the chase to Zimbabwe immediately. They were scoring at least 10 runs every over very, very comfortably. But a very good passage of play has given the Chevrons an opportunity to drag themselves back into the attack. Just able to take the pace of the ball, picked up a couple of wickets. And now it's just looking like they should be in charge of this game all the way up to the end. 60 years from 22 balls is what Namibia need. Up in the air, Skyer, but will sail over the ball at the fielder's head. Gerhard working that ball over the fielder at deep square leg. Only using the pace of that ball, didn't even have to hit it very hard. Fielder deep square leg was interested for some time, but there was no chance as the ball sailed over his head. Not a bad over for the Namibians. At least they've picked up 11 runs already from this one. The medium pacers have struggled on this kind of surface. We saw Jack Thomas going for 59 and Ben Shikongo going for 49 in their spells for the Namibians. But there's also been a lot of work for Trevor Gwandu and Chiatara with their medium pace on this surface. Very, very easy pickings for the batters. Good comeback. Some sluggishness in the field allows them to pick up two. Trevor, not a very happy man, especially when you're trying to there to finish things there from Trevor. 14 from that over, and that completes the 17th over. Namibia 144. My apologies, Namibia 140 for 5 after 17 overs. The other game in this particular Group B, Tanzania taking on Nigeria at Achimota ground. Tanzania scored 131 for 6 in their 20 overs. Nigeria and currently 40 for 3 in 8. Need 92 from 69 balls. In the afternoon, it will be all Group A action on this particular ground. South Africa will be taking on the hosts Ghana. While on the other ground, a clean pick-up and throw from Jonathan Campbell to keep it to just 1. On the other ground, it will be an East African battle as Uganda will be taking on Kenya. A lot of runs in the men's edition. 197 is what Zimbabwe got in the first innings. Namibia 141 for 5. Big offer from Gerhard, and very good running between the wickets for them to pick up 2. Hey, the hustle is on from the Chevrons to just try and make sure that they don't give away so many runs. Hit hard just over the field at cover. Again, some casual fielding on the boundary allows them to pick up 2. The Chevrons need to be careful. It's not yet it's not yet over. 53 from 15 balls. We've seen crazy things happen in T20 cricket, so you need to make sure that you finish off the job cleanly. I think what Namibia miss at the back end of things here is the firepower. I think they need someone who can be able to slog, to hit a long ball. Couple of nasty hits could have gotten them in closer to the required target. Swing and a miss. By a tidy end, the dot ball will complete the 18th over. Wallace. Novas go 145. I know who's closely following this game in Namibia. Also very want to from balls that egos of Namibia.
50 required with 12 deliveries to go. Msekio being brought back into the attack. Stashinga has done well. Not looking to open the face of the blade, but has only kept to 1. It's been a brilliant battle that we've had. And like you did say that Namibia got off the blocks with the flying start. And they had a very huge required run rate to try and match, but which they equally so did. But however, after the power play, Zimbabwe have been picking up wickets regularly. And that saw them chip into the batting order of Namibia to remove their trusted batters who would have been key in this run chase. And dot balls have been coming, stifling them of any opportunity to score big. Huge swing, leg side. Another offside. Takes an awkward bounce from Marumani and allows them to steal a second.
I think the introduction of Musepiwa into the attack and Tony Munyonga is when things changed for the Chevrons. They really took pace of the ball. What a stamping by Clive Madande. Collects that down the leg side and wipes off the bails.
Well, Dylan Ortelich was looking to just work in leg side, falling over on the other side, found himself not in his crease, and Clive Madande, some intelligent footwork and awareness of where there was, keeping up at the stumps to a quick ball, allows him to wipe off the bails.
Yeah, I think the captain has led well from the front and marshaled the troops very well. Handy knock from him with the bat, and look, see that stamping again. That should make the highlights package. Ooh. Unaware of his surroundings, Gerard and strangled down the leg side. Very good stamping there from Clive Madande. Yeah, Sean Fauch, the new batter for Namibia. Thought about a second run there, but good stuff on the rope. Tashinga Musekiwa, I think, has also been very, very good, especially with the change of pace. And the opportunity that Clive Madanda is standing up the wicket means that the batters cannot try and attack him out of their crease.
Oh my. That did not go as planned from Msekiwa. Definitely looking to bowl a slow ball. Missed opportunity to smash that away, you would say. Free hit. Straight. Brian Bennett will collect, but it'll be no loss to the batting side. Zimbabwean fan, they're running. I'm sure it's in celebration, thinking that it's a wicket and they'll be notified that it's a no ball.
I think the Zimbabweans have not been short of fans around the ground, probably some athletes from other disciplines. Up in the air, chance for a catch and taken. Jonathan Campbell with the catching on the boundary. Tashinga Musekiwa rewarded for his very good bowling effort today. Change of pace again. And Sean doesn't have enough height and distance, just finds the safe hands of Jonathan Campbell. I mean, the chevrons have been very, very tidy in the field.
Now looking to go big, trying to get some distance on it. Great work by Jonathan Campbell running in from the boundary to take that catch and give Msekiwa another wicket in his wickets column, of which fans, as they can feel the victory within grasp. It's just a few more deliveries away. Zimbabwean support will always be in song and dance.
I think the motherland, a beautiful country. One of the best I've visited in Africa. And Zimbabwe got gold in the ladies edition. I think they will also be interested now to make sure that even their men can match up what the lady chevrons were able to do just a couple of days ago. Edge. Nobody move and nobody gets hurt. And that should run away for a boundary.
Simon Petrus finds a thick outside edge that definitely probably would have gone to second slip or so. But everybody within the circle and runs away for 4. Just lessens the margin that they would lose by. Don't want to make it too much of a big of a victory.
I think, Eli, this contest has just been about the bat. The team that got the most runs will certainly walk out with the victory. Not that the bowling has been poor, but I think they've been the type of batting we've seen today has been quality. half.
Of the safest pair of hands out on the field there. Takes a brilliant catch. Dylan was looking to go big and try and get a few big hits, like I say, to lessen that margin of a loss, but only finds the field and gives Zimbabwe with another. They lose their 8th wicket, Namibia. 158 for the loss of 8.
Yeah, you can see the fans from Zimbabwe will continue to dance because I think the team has done well enough to make sure the victory. I mean,
Leg side, that'll be wide. He went for plenty within his first 2 overs, 25 runs. Sort of just cushioned that blow of 25 with the wicket. If he can pick up another, this will be better for him. Swing and a miss from Jack Thomas. 160 is where Namibia are. And that's the target that they had wanted to keep Zimbabwe from. But I'll tell you what, they are 46 runs shy of where Zimbabwe ended. Clamoring, just saying, just give us one more wicket, just one more, that's all we need. More deliveries to go in this over, which is the last one. It was very close. Shikongo looking to hoik it leg side.
that's how you shoot ball to the tail. Some pace on instead of bowling to them that they can chance themselves against. Yeah, I think the difference in the whole game has really been the partnerships that did the magic for the Shins. They were just able to make sure that they have key partnerships. That should be the end of things. Clive Mandanda only ensuring that maybe they pick up a 9th wicket. But that should be the end of things. The Chevrons pick up the victory by 36 runs. Fail to string up the necessary partnerships in between things to try and ensure that they keep up with the scoring rate. For now and today, Zimbabwe will win by 35 runs, and they will make sure that they seize the initiative party than the team had worked for this. It wasn't very. There is a number say 30, but this first 10 runs, but loss of key wicket. And Nicholas Van, couple are in between. Had an effort, 32 from 27 balls, but there was not so much to write up from the rest of the batting as they only finished on 162. And for the bowling for Zimbabwe, 3 wickets for Owen Zondo, 3 for 31, and Tashinga Musekiwa, 3 for 29. Back to you with Manchester.
Tell him if they can get the mic.
In for tasting, so you will not be here.
Okay,
Like faulty.
you've got the vice captain.
I will
Buuza gwe bamuwulire oba towulira. Can you check? Yeah.
Yes, Rob. Yes, Rob. Eh? Yeah, tell them the microphone and the camera. Call the captain. Let's go.
Right, we're going to have the two teams to come through for the post-match presentation, please. Zimbabwe and Namibia. Gentlemen, if you kindly come through, and we can get this over quickly. Thank you.
Bana mwe temulaba ku screen kyayo
Please come through for the post-match
atandise.
presentation. Team Zimbabwe.
As a sporting discipline. On a game that was always said to be a hamdinger between Zimbabwe and Namibia. Namibia winning the toss and choosing to put Zimbabwe to bed first. Zimbabwe amassing 197 runs in their allotted 20 overs. Namibia falling short by 35 runs. So Zimbabwe winning their first game. I'll let you call upon the vice.
And JP 3 members in the team lost it in the middle there, so thank you, skipper, and good luck. That's
Namibia started in the chase. They were pretty going at the required run rate. Did you feel under pressure with the way things were going?
They started quite nicely. Just trying my ball just to remain calm. Start taking it better and just try to retain as much as I can. It's really changed.
When looking at your group, Namibia were one of the bigger teams that are in your group. Does this win take the pressure off you going into your next game?
Oh, it's actually an inspiration. We still have to play as quick as possible.
Congratulations, skipper, and thank you. That's the Zimbabwe captain, the winning captain. I'd like to call upon our third umpire, NSCAB, who's giving away the Player of the Match award. There were quite a number of contenders for this award. From Namibia, Malan Kruger with an innings of 46 of 23, as well as Brian Bennett from Zimbabwe, 65 of 39. Whatever, judge the Player of the Match will be Owen Mzondo, picking up 3 wickets for 31 innings, full overs, as well as added 15 runs. The first from Zimbabwe to win this first time sporting way.
I think educational being able
Only conceding 31 runs and picking up 3 wickets.
I think credit to this keeper. He was taking me all the way and then brought me back because I started off quickly as well. So credit to the captain helping me all the way. Yeah.
Congratulations, Owen. That's our player of the match, Owen Muzondo. Thank you so much. That's it for the post-match.
Salon of the match.